The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, go Cowboys!
This is Mick Shots.
Streaming live on DallasCowboys.com and the official Dallas Cowboys app.
Now, here are Bill Jones, Everson Walls, and Mickey Spagnola.
You remember those days?
Yeah, Mom.
Everson, those days are back again.
They are back.
That's right. The good old days are here again. The Cowboys have won 6 in a row. They are headed for SoFi Stadium in February.
The unflappable Dallas Cowboys.
Unflappable. Wow. When is the last time we've talked in these terms?
Because there was a lot of flapping going on last night that could have got it.
Last time we talked in these terms was 2 weeks ago after New England, and now a road win at Minneapolis. And we did predict this on Friday.
Yes, we did.
Yes, that's right. Didn't you predicted this on Friday, right, Everson?
Yeah, but I depicted it with
the different
with the
quarterback.
number 4 at quarterback. Yeah, that's the main problem. I mean, my pick to click just goes to crap. You know.
But mine.
Oh, shut up.
Mine once again.
That's right.
Michael Parsons.
I was thinking about it.
That's right.
And I was so happy he was right. Because we needed every tackle he made.
All over
everywhere,
the
bro.
field.
It was ridiculous. Mm-hmm. He looked like he was back at Penn State,
4
closing
tackles,
in on Indiana University or something.
4 tackles for losses out of his 11. Unbelievable. And that was only maybe the third most unbelievable thing of the whole deal.
Okay, what was the second most?
Come on. I know. We all
defense holding a team to 16 points. And on a first,
after giving
yards.
up 7 on the first drive of the game.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, here we go. What did I write on Friday? This is the test for the defense.
And here comes Greg the Leg, always making things unnecessarily
more difficult.
Exciting.
And then they've got first and goal at the 4 on the the second to last Vikings drive, and they force a field goal.
Yeah.
And then you know what the first one is.
Yes, we know what the first one is.
Let's rush right into it, right? Let's not bury the lead.
Wow, the puns continue. They didn't have enough last night.
They were listening to Prince before the game and Rush after the game.
Oh, very good.
That is very good.
That's very good.
That is very good. That is very good.
Because it was raining purple, right?
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the coupe to coupe. I like that little combination there.
A coupe de grace.
Coupe de grace.
Oh, very good. Let's continue. See what happens when you win.
What was the most important play of the game, though?
Oh, that's easy.
What?
The excellent catch by Amari Cooper.
Well,
I think that was huge.
Wait a
in
second.
The ball game.
Wait a second. Hold on. That was on second down.
Can I?
2nd and 10 at the 25, 33 yards to Amari Cooper.
How about
if that goes incomplete, they've got third down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that didn't seem to be a problem yesterday.
Yeah. But to my question, what was the most important play of the game?
Zeke Elliott.
Yes.
Yes. He split 2 tacklers twice.
Yes.
So, like last night on CBS 11, it's all, we're on the air at 10:30 and the game's still going on. So nobody's watching this, so I got to inform people that this is what happened. All right, so then the game ends, and so for the next 30 minutes we're talking about the game, and we're just showing the touchdown pass. And I'm like, what about the Zeke play that set up the touchdown pass? Because if Zeke doesn't make that play and get that first down, they're kicking a field goal, and we're still playing this game, and who knows what happens, as good as Cooper Rush played.
That he was going to will himself into the end zone, not the first down. He saw the end zone. And you know what it reminded me? Remember when I told you that Missouri Nebraska game, James Wilder, like a 12-yard run that he willed himself. I saw that happening, and look at this. He's not going down. He will not go down.
I actually remember that play from years ago.
I just hope everybody's eating all their words about that guy that they were trying to get rid of.
Here's what I just, he's pretty damn cool to me. Our offensive coordinator, when you think about what just happened on that play, Zeke Elliott splitting 2 tacklers twice, right? Now we know we've got plenty of time left on the clock. You got Zeke back there. He's still feeling it. We know what we're going to run. We're going to go with that inside handoff to Zeke and just let him find his way in because our offensive line is balling. The Vikings know we're coming with it because Zeke has just inspired everybody. Oh, no, we're not going with that. We're going to Coop for a fade.
We're going to throw a fade up.
I think he should be a psychiatrist or a psychologist because he's already understanding the tendency of that defense so well. Not just the tendency of the defense, but the mood in the stadium, because that's the second time to me that he has come up with a play that totally is against what we thought.
Defies logic.
Here's the other part of that, because the announcers may have even said it. It was 50. There was a minute left, 55 seconds left when Zeke got that first down.
Yes.
Now the thought enters your mind, milking the clock, so that the Vikings don't have an opportunity and still get your touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about.
But the first words out of Mike McCarthy's mouth after the game, I think, was complimentary football. Okay, the way they played complimentary football, which is cliche, but Kellen Moore also knew that this Vikings offense has not scored a touchdown on the Dallas defense since the first possession of the game. If you go up 4 points on this team, it doesn't matter whether you score with 5 seconds left or 51 seconds left like they did. They're not going to drive down and score a touchdown against this defense.
Yes.
And on the heels of, you talk about willing yourself, Zeke willing himself for that first down, Amari Cooper willing himself to get that completion that you talk about. The defense at the other end willing themselves, even though they committed penalties that helped the Vikings get down to the field, willing themselves. There was no way the Vikings were going to get in that end zone with the determination
Randy Gregory was the main one that kind of went off a little bit.
Don't get me started on those penalties.
Oh,
okay?
my goodness.
That's the third segment.
Even the commentators were like, I don't see anything. It was just ridiculous on some of them.
Christmas.
But I liked Randy Gregory. He seemed to be the focus of, this topsy-turvy thing going at the time, because couple of bad penalties, whether you believe the calls or not. But then his determination to say, you know what, let me right this wrong right now.
I'm going to go.
Let me right this wrong right now. And he just crashed inside. Got
he said it after the game. He said, I don't know, maybe I play better mad.
Yes,
he was mad.
He was mad.
And they were mad.
Yes.
The whole defense was mad.
I love that. I love it.
So the other play that I thought set the tone for the entire second half, Cooper Rush, let's face it, he's struggling. And let's face it, I'll guarantee you at halftime, everybody out there is thinking, we got this guy, and Mike White just threw for 400 yards with the Jets against Cincinnati.
And they kept bringing it up. Used to be with the Cowboys. They
used to be with the Cowboys.
I don't remember this guy, man. I just don't. I'm sorry.
And then on the third play of the third quarter, he throws a 73-yard touchdown pass
to my playmaker, baby.
Cedric Wilson.
Playmaker.
Who caught the ball. It was at the 27, so he caught it at the 50, and he outran 3 guys that had the angle on him.
And he made a Pro Bowl safety look like he was in high school.
Right.
Yes.
Like he was running in mud. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was.
And by the way, if Cooper Rush had spit the bit and not been able to be the Cowboys' backup quarterback going forward, I vote for Cedric Wilson.
Yeah.
Man. Whoa. Right?
All right.
Oh, my goodness. The improvisation.
How about the pass he threw?
That's what I'm talking about.
It was designed to go to the left, and he turns and goes to the right.
But the way he threw on the run.
And
on
the run.
Smooth. Didn't he just
Like, I've done this.
Yes.
This is what I did in college. Unbelievable. Or high school,
And I love the
guess
way
it was.
CD stayed with it. They pointed out how he stayed with the route. And guys, we made a good defense look pedestrian. That's the best I can say.
Well, maybe they weren't good.
Yeah,
Because
we always show people that.
Yeah,
we always show people that.
From a yardage standpoint, they were mediocre, right? And they kind of played to that. I think we gave Minnesota way too much credit.
Yes, we did.
You know, 5th ranked offense.
Yes.
Oh, they got reduced to nothing.
Nothing.
Kirk Cousins looked like
Captain Kirk.
I mean.
He just looked.
He
like
got
an
out-dueled by a
quarterback.
guy making his first NFL start in his career. He threw for like 187 yards.
He didn't even make 200.
And the two guys we were most worried, the way the game started, Thielen, it's like, okay, they can't deal with this.
Right.
And then Jefferson
goes with the PI. Yep.
And then he disappeared. The guy they couldn't cover was the tight end, Conklin. But somehow, some way, they held him to 16 points.
Well, and the Vikings came into this game second in the league in third down percentage defense.
And they went 1 for 12, I think.
I'm talking, their defense.
Their defense.
Their defense.
Oh, the defense.
And the Cowboys' third down defense, 1 for 13, was the Vikings on third down.
1 for 13.
Yes. And the Cowboys were 7 for 14 on third down.
And the first one they picked up was the first drive on third down. And then they went 0 for 12.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty good. Okay, so can we say that
So back to where I started
all
all
this. If Dak
this.
Prescott would have played.
They would have beat him by 30
Oh,
points.
my goodness. Were people wide open? They were just wide open on the outside.
Well, because they were so worried about stopping the run, right? They were going to stop. I didn't get a chance to go back and do this. I wanted to see how many times the Cowboys were in 2nd and 8. Because they ran for 2 yards. They ran for 2 yards. They ran for 2 yards, and then they're in 2nd and 8. It was incredible. But they were going to stop the run. But you know what? Your guy, Kellen Moore, devised a wishbone offense with 2 offensive linemen.
Did you see that?
2 offensive linemen.
Collins and McGovern,
It's
right?
like, yeah. It's like, okay, I don't know if we're running the ball or making sure we protect our quarterback, right? You're going to have to come through the Berlin Wall.
That is some smash mouth football right there. You got 2 linemen in the backfield, and you got Zeke Elliott getting the ball. That's some smash mouth
Collins
football.
played 4 snaps, and McGovern played 7. Collins should have played 30-some snaps
Yeah, he
and
should
getting
have.
Nsekhe off the field.
Yeah. So why was that move made? I did not like
It
that.
explained it afterwards, or at least Lale did, that he had not had any work whatsoever at
On the
left
left
tackle
side.
since he moved from left guard. Although he pointed out that going left is a lot easier, or that was his natural deal, because at LSU, I believe he was the left tackle.
So it was a shock that Tyron Smith came out of the game? Is that what we're saying?
With that ankle?
I mean, he came out of the last game, and he's been bothered by that ankle.
I know.
And so why not work Lyle Collins at left tackle or
Because they
Terrence
were
Steele,
working him at right tackle and left guard.
or
Yeah, I'm
Terrence
with
Steele
you. And I'm doing it
I know
this
you
week.
don't want to. Okay, are you? The problem is
Making 2 moves.
two moves,
like that,
because Terrence has played left tackle.
Well,
in the
Lale
preseason.
Collins, you start working at left tackle.
Okay.
Can't put up with that.
So let me ask you, well, you guys, I guess, wouldn't know either, but, I played left corner and right corner. Is it that difficult to change?
I heard when he moved from left guard to right tackle, there was a transition there. And
I get the guard to tackle, but
but being left-footed or whatever, left-handed,
Yeah.
and then you got to go right-handed. And Nate was pointing out that when you go to the right side, then you're punching with the hand you're not used to punching with.
Yeah.
You're used to punching with your left hand.
And once
now you
again,
gotta
right
punch
corner,
with
left
your right
corner,
hand.
same thing. When I come up in jam, I have to do that. I just didn't know that change was so difficult for an offensive lineman. I found out when I played left corner back here the whole time, but when I got to New York, I found out that I felt more comfortable on the right side. I guess because I'm right-handed. I don't know, but Still, I played left corner and at right hand. I just don't know. I don't think it should be that.
I think you're used to leading with one foot too.
Yeah, of course,
Right.
of course. Yes, it all changes. Yes, it all changes. I just didn't know it was that difficult.
And I think Lyle probably played left tackle at LSU.
That's what he did.
Yeah. Okay.
I would have thrown him out there. I'm sorry.
Because you know what?
I would have thrown him out there at left tackle and just say, go for it, bro.
And I'm so right-handed. I always had trouble in basketball with my left hand. But when I ski, I turn better to the left than I do to the right.
And to me, like I said, it's just a matter of what you have to do. I never knew which corner I was better at. When they put me at left, then you just play left. You don't necessarily worry about, oh, my God, my right hand and my left hand, I'm right hand. I never really worried about that. I don't think DBs necessarily do that. I guess this is a thing with mostly linemen.
Well, I mean, if you're going to travel with somebody, you better be able to go both ways, which, by the way, your interception record is looking a little bit better after.
I was hoping they mentioned my name last night. Well, they did several times.
They put it up on a graphic, right?
Everson Griffin, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he didn't get the pick. That's why. That's right. Boy, and he got burned a couple times, too.
But Justin Jefferson, 2 catches.
Yeah.
21 yards, I think.
And a PI.
Mm-hmm. That PI, I just knew that was his.
Right.
I just knew he was going to go up and get that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They laid up there long enough for him to do that.
Or there was another one. He had a late break on it, and I thought he was going to get there, and he didn't get there in time.
Out in the left flank.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So, but that's an improbable victory. That's all I got to say.
With no turnovers.
No takeaways.
We had no takeaways.
No takeaways. And
they were talking about it, local radio driving in, that was the Cowboys' best win of the year. I go New England.
New England was.
I think New England was still.
Because
I think it's the most surprising.
Yeah,
I think it's the most surprising. I wouldn't say the best. But
best win was New England because
as I was walking out this morning, I was thinking about what you said about the New England game. I don't feel about this game that feel good feel. I mean, it feels great to surprise everyone, but that New England game, it just was a moment there. Like you said, even families were involved in a game like that.
Well, and the Patriots, they beat the Chargers this weekend. I think the Patriots have a better football team than the Vikings do, which
absolutely.
I mean, and the Vikings, I mean, with the weapons they've got, and more experienced quarterback and all that stuff. But I think the Patriots will have a better season than what the Vikings.
Well,
Jones he's starting to get better and better.
Right,
he's looking
and
better.
So that's why I think that win was a better win.
But the adversity in this game. No Dak. Tyron plays, I think it was 31 snaps, so 42% into the second quarter, I guess it was. Cooper's massaging his hamstring during the last drive, and I'm going, well, what are you
with
doing?
A tennis
got
ball.
This little ball rolling on his game. You got to get out there.
I thought he was rubbing it with his hand.
Right.
But I think he had the ball
his hand. He started with his hand, and then they gave
I thought
him
he had the ball in his
No.
hand after I saw him laying on the ground. And I've seen that with they have in the yoga classes they have the little thing but
the
not
pole, the little bar,
right. But I've never seen
11 penalties for 96 yards.
We did our best to lose that game. We tested ourselves so much.
The damn horn going off, Halloween night. I mean, on the road. It's the second win this year. They won with only scoring 20 points. Remember my stat the previous year? They hadn't won a game without scoring 30 points going to the game 15 of 2018.
That's right, 2018.
So this is the second fewest points, matches the second fewest points they've scored to win a game. And the first time they've won a game scoring 16 points or holding somebody to 16 points since they beat the Saints 13-10. I think it was 41 games ago, 2018.
December of 2018.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's so much to talk about, and we're just getting started here on an early edition of Mick Shots. And the reason we're here early is others are traveling back, including our producer, Chris Beam. But Aaron did a great job of finding our Victory Monday
Yes, he
music.
did. Thank you, sir.
I don't know,
Thank
but those
you,
guys
sir.
that came back on the charter, they might have got to bed before I did.
You're such a hard worker.
I know. I felt like when I was walking in this morning, I had just left.
Well, we are going to continue talking about a victory in Minnesota as Victory Monday continues on Mick Shots in just a moment.
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So, to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
The Cowboys way, where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships shows us what success looks like. Where turkey is always the second best part of Thanksgiving Day. Where we are all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans know it's our job to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys way.
Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Back to Mick Shots.
Give the gift of the Cowboys this season with a Dallas Cowboys United membership presented by Globe Life. It's the ultimate fan experience for the ultimate Cowboys fan. Memberships start at just $20 and include an exclusive fan pack and VIP member experience. 'Tis the season. Visit DallasCowboys.com/United to get yours today.
That was good. Smash.
That was.
That was nice.
Tis
new
the
material.
season.
New material.
They tried throwing some new stuff at me.
All right, there's so much to talk about on last night's game. There's not enough time to talk about all of it, but Cooper Rush, I just love the shots of the Rush family.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Well, you know what? His wife basically gave me my lead because I could see her mouthing, "Oh, my God," after the touchdown pass.
No, I saw the dad mouthing, "We should start running the ball now." Did you read that? Did you see that? Because I think it was before he got sacked and fumbled because we all of a sudden we just kept treating Cooper like Dak. We were going back every time throwing the ball, and I'm thinking
empty
myself,
backfield.
Yeah, we need to run the ball now. And I'm thinking I was thinking like
And by the way,
because every time he throws the ball, before you go, every time he threw the ball, it's so soft. You know, you're like biting your nails until someone catches it. Because, you know, you're just kind of nervous for the kid and, of course, for the Cowboys.
Because he's not firing it, right?
He's not firing
it.
it.
At least his arm release is
Like
so
the near,
slow, man.
Like the near interception in the first half that was trapped.
Yes.
Because they would follow the ball, but then there was nobody in sight, right? I think it was the pass he threw to maybe Wilson. It was like there was no one there. Then all of a sudden, there he is, and the ball's right there.
But just think about Cooper Rush's journey to that night. And he talked about after the game, it was not only his wife and his mom and dad, but brothers and friends and stuff. They all came because they knew this was his moment. Yeah. Finally, getting an opportunity as a college free agent out of Central Michigan, and when you think about even last year. After being a backup and really not getting an opportunity, only throwing 3 passes in his career, completing 1 for 2 yards over 4 years, When the Cowboys got Andy Dalton in April or early May of last year, they released Cooper Rush. And the only place he landed was, of course, with Jason Garrett with the Giants, a coach that was familiar with him. He gets let go by the Giants, and now he's a practice squad guy getting picked up only because the Cowboys had an opening because Dak gets hurt. And he doesn't even get the opportunity when the Cowboys go through so many quarterbacks last year after Dalton goes down. And then you got DiNucci, you got Garrett Gilbert. They're still not giving Cooper Rush a chance. And then you fast forward all the way to training camp this year. And he was the third, as Stephen Jones said before the game, he was the third or fourth team quarterback coming into training camp. But steady Eddie, he is able to just show them on a consistent day-to-day basis that he's not going to be the one that's going to make mistakes.
When DiNucci started to go, he stayed steady. Like you said.
Right. And then, he had the game against the Texans in the preseason, which he got to start, do a couple of touchdown passes, and that's what earned him the backup role.
He said after the game that this time last year I was sitting on my couch, basically.
That's crazy.
And if you think about it, I looked it up. So the last time he started a game was December of 2016, the Miami Beach Bowl for Central Michigan against Tulsa, and they got beat.
Central Michigan. Isn't that's the same school Hogaboom went to?
Well, guess what? This is the most yards passing by a Cowboys quarterback making his first NFL start with the Cowboys since Hogaboom threw for like 340-something in the season opener in '84.
Yeah.
So this is more than
that was the whole quarterback. I'm starting another one.
Yeah.
Can we start another one?
Tell Dak you better watch out.
That's right,
How did
baby.
you get your job?
The
starter got hurt.
I'm going to start another quarterback controversy.
That was when Phil Pozderac was announced as the Cowboys starting quarterback. Later press conference. You remember that?
He was so nervous.
Which I told
I'm starting Pozderac.
The day I was interviewing for my job at the Dallas Times Herald.
I mean Hogan Bloom.
Hogan Bloom.
That's when Tom knew he could see the end coming, I believe.
So I went back and looked, and I said, the improbability of this win takes us back to '74. Clinton Longley coming in for Roger against the Redskins, leading them to a victory. Hogaboom in his first start in '84. Steve Berline coming in for Aikman at near the beginning of the third quarter in '91 to beat the undefeated Redskins. And then Jason Garrett on Thanksgiving Day, right? And even Tony Romo's first start. His first start in 2006, he threw for 200 and some yards and beat Carolina on the road. And I said, well, this was got to be the next one.
Right.
Because the Cowboys have not had much luck with backup quarterbacks since. And this guy, first start of any game since 2016. And he comes out and does that the second half?
It was pretty magical in a couple of cities with backup quarterbacks. Was it Pittsburgh?
No. It was the Saints, Trevor Siemian.
Yes, thank you.
And then the Jets with Mike White. 405.
You remember him?
Yeah. Fifth-round draft choice. Mm-hmm. And they kept him his rookie year. And then in training camp, it would have been 2018, he just wasn't very good. I don't know what happened to him. They cut him. I don't know if they thought they could cut him and put him on the practice squad. But he gets picked up because they were going to use Clayton Thorson as the third quarterback on the practice squad.
Clayton Thorson.
Think about it. And then he comes out and does this.
I think
even the backup quarterback in Seattle won.
Yeah,
Geno Smith.
Geno looked good.
Yeah.
Geno looked real good. No turnovers, 2 touchdowns. But I thought I was comparing the Saints Siemian to our Cooper, and my son and I were comparing the 2 wins last night, especially with beating
and who you're playing,
Tampa
right?
Bay. That's what I mean. You're beating Tampa Bay And I don't know what's the deal with Brady in the Superdome, but for some reason he just doesn't bring his A game to New Orleans. But when you see what Simeon did, and I was comparing it to Rush, Simeon's a veteran. He's more of a veteran, I think. That's kind of why I would
At least
put
he's
Rush's,
played before.
He's played before, and that's why I think Rush's game was a little bit more exciting and it had a little bit more impact.
You know, it goes back to what Parcells used to talk about with quarterbacks coming into the league. That young quarterbacks, you can lose them if they get thrown into the fire too early. I mean, you think about so many quarterbacks, including
Haskins from Ohio State.
Yeah, but you think of so many quarterbacks like Romo, who sits for 3 years and then finally gets an opportunity. Well, credit Cooper Rush for even having not had an opportunity to play in any games. Just he's showing the coaches in practice, behind the scenes, in meetings and stuff that he's got it. Okay, he's got it upstairs. And to the point that they trust him to be the backup quarterback.
But he was very underwhelming to everyone in practice.
Right.
It wasn't until he gets in the game to where you're like, oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah,
so there's a cerebral quality about him that they like, I guess.
Well, that's how he won the job as the backup in 2018. He was better in the games.
Not practice.
Not in practice.
In the games. Yeah.
So you mentioned the sack fumble. I went back and looked at it. They screwed up the whole blocking scheme. They had 3 guys to the left blocking one guy, and they blitzed off the right. And
I just thought Pollard should have just come across.
Pollard saw the linebacker in the middle, and
he got sucked in. Yeah.
Froze there where he should have been over there.
And the guy up the middle was taken care of.
And guess who got the sack? Xavier Woods.
He had a great game.
By the way,
he had a great game.
Had a interception. I told you don't go to sleep on that guy. He got wronged here. He got played in the wrong spot. He should have been a free safety, not playing linebacker in a nickel.
So that would be just another Mike Nolan.
Yes. I'll let you say that.
Screw up.
And I'll tell you what, and here was another thing that happened. When Diggs went out and they brought Joseph in, and they also had Parsons off the field, right? They called timeout.
They were gassed.
No, they called timeout to get those guys back on the field because they didn't want.
Not they, the Cowboys.
Yes, at the end of the game. I understand. Yeah. Yes,
because it was 3rd and 11, and no, that's the Cowboys deal.
That's when they came up and made the play to keep the wide receiver from going out of bounds.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And it's like
he got kicked in the foot. He got kicked in that ankle.
It's like let's get him off the field.
Right.
Yeah, he got, and somebody said he sprained his ankle, but no, they showed it. He got kicked. It's like he got leg whipped, not on purpose, but so it was 2nd and 15. They threw 6 yards, and then 3rd and 9, and that's when he called timeout. Get him back on the field.
Make sure no mistakes.
Yeah,
no hiccups.
It's like you got pain in your ankle, get out there. Parsons, you can't have it. Because I bet he played 64 snaps, 97% of the snaps he was out there for. And if anybody else going to question him playing linebacker, walk out the door.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I enjoyed that game so much. I was on my treadmill, so I was very calm as I was watching the game. But if I would have been with my relatives, they all watched it together, I would have been going crazy. And I'm so glad I did not go with them. I had to stay and just be calm. I had to be calm because I knew this was going to be. I just knew this was
when
I'm
here and
game.
Everybody's in different rooms watching the game, I just go into the library, PR library by myself, turn it on the big screen, and it's the way to do it.
Well, here's one more thing on Cooper Rush. He was playing for his job last night.
Oh, no. You're exactly right.
The timing of this, with the trade deadline 36 hours away.
We're speculating all last week.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He was.
Who's out there?
Was not
during
only,
the game, Andy Dalton's name came up several times.
There was not only the pressure of winning a 6th straight game for this team and not screwing that up, but screwing up his career. I mean, if he throws 3 picks and they get beat by 3 touchdowns, they are on the phone during the game to another team.
Well, did you see what happened when they mentioned that on television? They started talking about the trade deadline and you got to look at Chicago or something like that.
Yeah, they kept talking about Dalton.
And they flashed to the owner's box, and Jerry was pointing like this. And they go, now, he's not doing that listening to us, right? But at that time, he was pointing like, yeah, they know what they're talking about. It was hilarious.
Have we found out that I consider this? The Cowboys I always worry about the test that the Cowboys are facing everywhere they go. The way that they leave a team after they whip their butts, I think we are the test. When we come to town, now you need to take inventory.
This is the measure.
Now see how good you are, right?
Exactly. Because Carolina came in. We know we're not that good. Even Justin Herbert. Oh man, maybe I'm not as good as everyone's saying I am. Everyone that we meet, they have a come to Jesus meeting after that.
I've done it.
The Patriots seem to be playing better. Mm-hmm. Last 2 weeks because we came in and showed them what they have to work on. We are the measuring stick for everyone that we play.
Carolina was 3-0. They finally won a game.
Yeah, they finally did.
The first one they sent.
That's right.
Before the New England game, I wrote, okay, this is the test, just what you were saying, for this offense. They got to go up against Belichick's defense, right? Pass with flying colors. And I said, okay, this one, now the defense is up because not only if Dak plays, he may not be 100%, and if he doesn't, you're playing with a backup quarterback. Mm-hmm. You can't expect to score 34 points. Defense, this is your test. You got to step up against the 5th-ranked offense in the National Football League. Oh, Kirk Cousins, Jefferson, Thielen, the whole bit, right?
Cooks.
They passed with flying colors.
They sure did.
So you're right. Next time I write my column, this is the test for
this
Denver.
Is the test for them,
let's see
for
what
us.
you got.
Yeah.
And by the way, the Cowboys only lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who has a better record now?
That's what I'm talking
More
about.
Mick shots in just a moment.
Let's see if we got another new read. Holiday camps.
There you go.
At Smoothie King, we are blending goodness to fuel your greatness. Every blend is crafted to help you achieve your health and fitness goals. Smoothie King uses only whole fruits and organic veggies. You'll never find sugary syrups or artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. And unlike some other smoothie places, there are 0 grams of added sugar in many of our blends. Smoothie King is proud to be the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys. Place your order in the app or online for pickup or delivery. Smoothie King, rule the day.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
The Cowboys way, where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships shows us what success looks like. Where turkey is always the second best part of Thanksgiving Day. Where we are all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans know it's our job to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys way.
Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
Hi, I'm Clint Tillison with United Ag and Turf. Before you can park yourself in front of the game, park yourself in a John Deere and power through your chores. Our Land Run package is a 1025R, 25 horsepower tractor with a loader, rotary cutter, and a box blade for $229 a month. And the price you see is the price you'll pay, no surprises. So don't miss another kickoff.
Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com. Offer ends February 1st, 2021. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Now let's get to work.
Back to Mick Shots.
Registration for holiday youth camps is now open. Don't miss the Dallas Cowboys Football Academy and Dallas Cowboys Cheerleader Dance Academy camps on December 21st at the Star in Frisco and December 22nd at AT&T Stadium. Bases...
Oh, dang it.
Space is limited, so register today at DallasCowboys.com/academy.
The pre-read, man. You can't do the pre-read.
I didn't even read it. And by the way,
clearly you didn't.
Answer your question, Kelvin Joseph had 2 defensive snaps and 19 special team snaps.
Okay.
He got some running in. Good.
All right, what else you got on your legal pad there?
Oh, I got a lot. They also, La'el Collins, that was we mentioned that, his first game. And that was the fewest snaps Keanu Neal had, 23 snaps, 35%. But that was because they went a lot of 2 tight end and used a fullback. Imagine that. Old school
they
Mike
threw
Zimmer.
Their fullback a lot.
And they
CJ
did. Ham, yeah. And used a lot of 2 running back formations. And the Cowboys did a decent job against the run. I don't think we talked about that.
Our average went down.
I mean, I know they ended up with 101 yards rushing, but it was only 4.2, and they held Delvin Cook to 78 yards rushing, which is much better than the last few times they played him. So,
and when you looked at Kirk Cousins, I don't know if it was the play calling or what. And I know our defense was really playing well, but there were moments when he just seemed to have brain freeze.
Right?
Yeah, he's rolling out. We're covering these guys up pretty well. But there are certain decisions you have to make even when your guys are covered. And he always seemed to make the wrong one.
Are you talking last night or in his career?
I'm the guy. Well, actually, see, I'm the guy. I think I'm the only guy that's like, hey, man, Kirk Cousins playing pretty well, which he was. I mean, he was balling out.
Well, and I'll say this. When he came out of college, I was all on Kirk Cousins. I thought it was a shrewd move by Washington to go ahead, even though they took RG3 at the top of the draft, to take him in the 4th round, whatever. I thought that he had a chance to do something in this league. And so I'm not one of those Kirk Cousins naysayers.
Haters,
yeah, exactly. And but you're right. I mean, there are just times where
he looked totally overwhelmed mentally and physically.
Well, they got after him.
Yes, they did.
They ended up with 9 quarterback hurries. They had six tackles for losses. Hey, and by the way, Jordan Lewis, that tackle he made on 3rd down.
You saw that.
And he ended up 3rd on the team. Third on the team with 5 tackles, tied with Anthony Brown for 3rd. So, yeah.
And let's give Anthony Brown another shout out.
How about that?
This guy's balling, man.
A couple pass breakups with hits.
Pass breakups, bro. I mean, he just looks good. He looks totally different from last year. And I like how sometimes he plays a little bit conservative, but when it's time, he's making the plays that needs to be made. He's tighter coverage. And see, that's just having the pulse of the game. You're part of the pulse of the game. You understand that this moment is bigger than the 1st and 10. No, this 3rd down and 8, this is where I have to make the play. I got to make up my mind to do that. And for him to have that kind of ability right now, that kind of confidence, that doesn't bode well for the rest of the NFL, because you got Diggs on one side and you have a confident Brown on the other side, along with the rest of this defense. You can feed so well off of that.
You want to pick on the other side? Go ahead.
Go ahead. My man is
Diggs.
waiting for you too over there. That's
absolutely.
Right.
And I'll tell you what, this was the 2nd game back for Donovan Wilson, and he laid some wood out there.
He said he did.
Wow. There was a couple wallops.
He hit him down the sidelines one time. I thought he was going to get a flag just because he hit him so hard.
There was one it's like pile drive somebody, and I thought that's got to be Parsons, and then I see it's Wilson that got out of the pile.
Absolutely,
he's hungry, man. He's been he wants some more playing time.
Mm-hmm. Well, he showed at the end of last year. I mean, and that's one of the things that they were really like.
In fact, against the Vikings, do you recall a guy coming across the middle and he laid him out and coughed up that ball? That was last year.
Mm-hmm. What else you got over there?
Well, it just dawned on me when we were talking about him. Oh, Hooker. Okay.
Hooker played some.
He played 41 snaps.
Yes,
I just
saw
don't
him in there a
remember.
lot. Yes.
I don't remember anything.
Yeah. Well, he was always in position. He didn't have a chance to make too many plays. I mean, he was there, but somebody else made the play first.
Right.
Yeah.
And Anai might have played himself into an inactive next week. Offsides.
Oh, man, come on. And then the coach is waiting on you.
Yeah.
And
it prolonged the drive, right? It ended up being
he balked at him.
Oh, yeah.
Field goal,
Huge.
right?
Yeah.
They balked at him. He balked at him.
Yeah.
On Nationwide. Yeah.
And they caught it too, right?
They
The
sure
camera
did.
didn't miss it when he came.
I'm surprised he didn't read his lips. Like, hey, you.
Just his luck, he jumps offsides on 4th and 5. It can't be 4th and 6.
Right. And you know what?
It could have been 4th and 5.5.
You know what?
We still would have been good.
The weird thing about that is when they had the ball marked, it was almost to the, I don't know, whatever the yard line. It was one of
opposite side.
One of the 5s, right? Well, it was short of the 5, and then when they marked it, it was on the line. 5 yards more, and it's like, how'd they pick up a half a yard?
And that's what I was saying, because Chris Collinsworth brought that up. He's like, well, I think they'll be okay because it's 5.5. And they ended up
how does that happen?
moving the chains.
It was punitive because you can't do that.
Shame on you, right? We're going to punish you.
The official said, you deserve the
we
extra
want this
half
to
yard.
play out. Let's see what your coach says to you.
Yeah.
How's your career going to go from this moment on?
and you know those personal fouls were huge on that drive for the field goal, but it's going to be even bigger on Tuesday when they get fined.
Mm-hmm.
Randy Gregory probably going to lose about $30,000-$40,000.
Do referees get fined?
No.
Does Harrison Smith get fined for choking C.D. Lamb on that one tackle?
Bro,
yeah,
what is going on?
How did that? And
I
nothing.
mean, thank God it was kind of like we were rushing, right? Because he just like wouldn't let go.
I mean, it's like
CD's like
yeah, that's right. Yeah, when that happened, I said someone needs to review that at the league office.
That's like. It was almost as bad as Nsekhe's hold when he had the guy strangled around the neck, right?
I think that's the thing. When you get beat, but Connor did the same thing.
Just grab him around the neck.
I didn't know that was a thing. I don't think I've ever seen that.
CD had to be thinking, I'm getting all these fines for not tucking in my shirt. This guy better get fined for trying to choke me.
I mean, he was like, he was trying to make him taller. You know, I didn't know what was going on.
Well, they were laying off of him. He had a lot of room to run his routes. They were backed off.
Dude, they were so wide open. Those Cooper Kupp passes, those Cooper Rush passes, like I said, the drama was just in the flight of the ball. And
that's why CD dropped one.
Well,
he expected it to be there quicker.
And they thought that he heard footsteps. No, that guy was too far away.
No,
he took his eye. He was running.
He was gonna juke that guy. There was no way he was gonna get him.
No.
But yeah, they were wide open, guys. I mean, they made their cornerbacks look so average. They were wide open all the time. So that's why Cooper's like, I don't have to drill this in there. I could just float it out there. When they caught the ball, they were still 5 yards between them and the receiver.
And we should point out they were down Patrick Peterson.
That's no excuse. That's no excuse because both sides were getting toasted. Mm-hmm. I mean, all day long, all night long.
All right, so 6-1. Denver comes in next.
Then Atlanta.
7-1, 8-1.
At Kansas
City. We get to scout them tonight. They play the Giants.
That's right. We got to scout.
And then the Raiders, and then the Saints.
Got to scout the Saints.
We are the test. Just remember that. When we go
see
into
how
KC,
good you are.
We're going to see how good KC is. Not how good the Cowboys are. We're going to see how good KC is when we go into Kansas City.
All right.
Did they get back to 500 yet?
Nope.
They're 3-4?
They're not at 5.
It's by 11 o'clock tonight. You talking about Kansas City?
Yeah. They're playing tonight.
Yeah, playing tonight.
Okay, so if they win, they get to 500.
They're playing the Giants.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay.
11 o'clock tonight.
11 o'clock to be
500.
Don't sell those Giants short, right?
That's exactly right. I was saying going into yesterday's game that you better be Cowboys better be careful because these other teams, what the Eagles do yet now is the Lions.
How'd they score 40 points?
44 points.
The Lions. He just said it.
Oh.
That's right. But they got,
he
answered it before I got it out of my mouth.
I hate watching the press conference, bro. I hate watching the press conference.
The Lions?
Yes.
Campbell?
Oh, my goodness. It's so
poor guy.
It was cringeworthy.
He had some weird comment. it was in the paper. I forgot. It was just he used a term I hadn't heard.
When you're getting your butt kicked like that, it's just you don't sleep well.
That's
so
the
therefore,
thing.
the words
now
don't
you
come
can
out
go
correctly.
winless or 1-16, whatever, but you can't go 44-6, 1-16, right? Or 0-17.
They need to be closer games.
Yeah, you need to be a little closer. Texans maybe need to, and
Trust
that's why
me,
the Texans
I've
scored
been
20.
through that. I've been through that.
Texans were down 38-0 going the fourth quarter, and
they scored 22 points.
You know
then?
why?
I saw that. Yeah.
They put Rex Burkhead in the game.
What do you mean?
Seriously, he led them to 22 points in the fourth quarter.
Running the ball?
Running, catching.
They throw it?
He did throw it once. He actually did. It was incomplete. Anyway, all right, we're out of time.
That's Bill's guy.
I know.
That's right.
I know. That's why I'm quiet over here.
And there is a trade deadline coming up tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
Shut up,
and
man.
we
don't need that.
I didn't say that.
Wait,
I did not say that about
you want to be a backup quarterback here?
Oh, no, but wait. Here are the questions Nick had to answer this morning on 105.3 The Fan. So, would you trade Lale Collins?
No way.
Would you trade Tony Pollard?
What?
Those were the questions he got asked.
Wow.
Yeah.
This trade deadline needs to pass.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
And this too shall pass, right?
That was Cooper's words last night. Let's just let the trade deadline pass. I'm here, guys.
All right.
I'm here.
All right, and we will talk at you at 1:30 on Tuesday, leading up to the trade deadline.
And we'll see if Aaron's still running the show.
All right.
Go Cowboys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?